Aquarius, what is going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it. Happy new day. Happy Taurus season. We are headed into a new moon in Taurus 2 days, tomorrow actually, from when I'm recording this. I'll definitely make sure to upload a video, a reading. I've been a little bit sporadic about that. I apologize, but neither here nor there. We're here right now, right? So thanks so much for joining me. I super appreciate it. The astrology has been intense. It's been a little bit wonky, right? We've had a lot of water, a lot of emotion, lots of feeling. There's a cluster of planets in Pisces, specifically dealing with relationships, looking at the disconnects, looking at places where we do either have to invest a little bit more, a little bit differently, change the trajectory of how things are moving, or just the people, situations, places that don't really want to work with us or being really difficult, defiant, maybe even toxic, etc. And it's been a lot. It's been pretty overwhelming. As we've been moving into Taurus season, however, some of that earth element is definitely soaking up all that emotion, all that feeling. And it's actually given rise to some of the fire element, which I'm seeing this as our inspiration. It's like we're coming into this time where, yeah, things suck and we have to make adjustments accordingly. But at the same time, if we do, we're going to be better off for it. And the places that we're refusing, unwilling to change, or other people are, it's just going to make the whole situation, the dynamics messier. That's why I like to start off with an energy cleansing, just set the tone, set the vibe for the reading, cleanse out any blocks, limitations that we might be coming into. It's a great time to set your own intention as well, Aquarius, especially if you've come in with something on your heart, something on your mind, something you would like Spirit to deliver messages to you around. Definitely get that over, be open to receive. It's a great way to personalize these collective readings. And I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your specific situation, how things are faring, where they're headed, etc. Or if you're looking for more of a rebalancing of your mind, body, soul, I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When we're operating from that space of feeling strong, grounded, secure in who we are and what we want, that's when we're more apt to align with our happiness and our fulfillment, i.e. manifest that abundance we're all looking for. And we all deserve, right? We all deserve to live a good life. So all that info to get into contact with me is in the description box below. Aquarius, I would love to help support, honor, whatever you need in any type of way. So definitely hit me up. All right, with that, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it, from our being, so we may see and understand the messages clearly, and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love, Mama Love. All right, Aquarius. So your energy feels, I don't know, like a little bit scattered. You are an air sign. It's easier to get caught in the mental, emotional, maybe some anxiety. I don't know, not necessarily fear, but I'm kind of just picking up on like you wanting to get through something really quickly. I was hearing like you can't believe that it's come to this point. Something's happened that like maybe you were not even expecting, or you made a choice that it didn't seem like if you made this choice it was going to go in this direction, and it actually did. And it's finally here. And I don't feel like this is something that you're afraid of per se, but it is definitely something that's giving you anxiety. You're feeling like you're not really sure how you're going to approach or make your next steps. The alligator is in your overarching energy this week, so silence, introspection, taking some time to really think through and contemplate. I feel like you were in a dynamic, in a situation where you had to exercise your power and your strength, and it looks like it kind of worked out, right? Like it looks like you're actually in this place where you feel good and you feel empowered, but there is something that's kind of lingering in the background. Something that it feels like you thought you didn't have to pay attention to this, or like I said, you didn't even think that it was going to come around again. Like I felt like it feels like once you were done and over with it, once you made this decision, you wouldn't have to deal with it again. But it is continuing to rear its ugly head. And this is completely normal with what's happening in the astrology, how things are working out, i.e. that emphasis on relationships and dynamics where things need to be cleaned up, whether we want it to or not. And it looks like, okay, because what I'm seeing is it's like you've gotten to a good place where, I feel like, again, you feel like things paid off. You worked really hard, you exercised your strength, your empowerment, and you feel good. But then there's something, right? There's something. And I feel like this is revealing some of the deceit, some of the, and we'll look and see what the tarot is saying, but I don't know if that's necessarily deceit from you. I'm seeing this more as using another source of information, another person, hearing something from the grapevine to make decisions that feels like it was not the right information. It was misinformation. And it kind of feels like some of that is starting to come out or is going to be coming out sooner than later. You feel a little bit like you're in your own world though. Like I don't even see you necessarily expecting this. Or maybe you're even getting these hints here and there, right? Like you're kind of seeing, or your mind is you're seeing little, whether they're hints or like remembering a situation, things that jog your memory back to this dynamic, to this situation. It's like you keep seeing it. And I feel like even your mind is not letting you settle around it, right? But I think this is just like, to the best of your ability, with you coming in as the strength card, you're trying to have your strength, right? And you're kind of relying on the methods that you used beforehand to continue to exercise that strength. Maybe even just not really wanting, like I feel like you're being really mindful with how you are connecting with people, even people that you love and care about. Like I'm seeing this as you wanting your own autonomy or not really wanting to get into the drama. Maybe that's why you keep turning a blind eye or kind of pretending like something didn't happen. Right now, rebirth, the cicada, is in your blocked energy. So you're kind of holding off. You're resisting on some cycle changes, essentially, is what this is saying. And I'm seeing this as you getting stuck, right? Like we were talking about, like you getting stuck in how things used to be done, or something that worked before is not working any longer. And I feel like that's kind of what Spirit is highlighting for you this week. I feel like there are some deceptive energies that are going to be revealing itself, or maybe because I don't want to say you're turning a blind eye, but you're not paying attention. And maybe it's because of that. Maybe it's because they think that they can get away with something. Keeper of Swords is the Queen of Swords energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You could be dealing with. Let's see more about this. This is something that you've already moved on from, but whatever you're dealing with has not. I know I kind of already said that, but that's how it's continuing to show up. Okay, let's see more information. Okay. Ooh, a wake-up call. Judgment, the Tower. Okay, so it looks like, to the best of your ability, you're trying to keep things at bay. But the problem is, don't hate me for saying this, but what you've built is amazing, good on you. It's just not sustainable. Or there are some things that are coming in to kind of mess with this, to see how quote unquote strong you are. And it's not in a way to like put you down and beat the shit out of you. I don't see it as that. But I see it as whatever you did or however you got to this point, if it was relying on faulty information or taking a shortcut or whatever it was, again, it doesn't have a bad energy. It doesn't have a shady energy, but it has this energy of unreliability. It has this energy of the shortcut, right? Like, which never really work out. Sometimes it does, but a lot of times it doesn't, right? And I feel like there's something that you don't want to address. There's something that you don't want to see. You don't want information, right? Because it's ignorance is bliss, is how your energy comes through. And again, like, you're well situated. You don't really feel like anything should be tampered with this week because things are good. But again, it has that house built on sand vibe to it where it's not sustainable. And if you are struggling to kind of have a level of self-awareness or take a step back and see where changes need to be made, then those changes are going to be made for you. I don't think it's going to be brutal per se. We have the Six of Swords, which is peaceful transition, bringing you into the present moment, right? Like sometimes we do have to have things that like knock us down a peg or two so that we can actually remain present, not so forward thinking or past thinking. I mean, you definitely have this forward thinking energy. You don't want to deal with the past, but the past is lurking. And I feel like you can sense this. Again, that's kind of why you're trying not to pay attention, because you don't really want to go down this road. It does look like something is going to come out though. Something connected to this. It might not be the person, the situation that you're having the problems with. But I feel, like I said, some of this deception is coming out. And it does look like whether this was something that happened at work or with a coworker, employee, boss, etc., take it how it fits, it does look like it messes with some stability. And I feel like this might be someone who is used to lying, who is used to deceiving. I'm not necessarily seeing it in the past energy that you're dealing with. Like, this feels like someone who's either in your life on the regular, or you trust, or you don't even kind of see this coming. That's where this Judgment Tower moment is playing out. It is going to force you to be present. It is going to force you to look at what things actually are. You get double confirmation on presence. This is Mother Nurture energy. So make sure to take care of yourself this week, Aquarius. You know, you have double confirmation on fertility, on Divine Feminine. Oh, I love this. Manifestation and Plan B, right? Exactly. I love the cards. They never lie. It's confirmation. You might have to go back to the drawing board. You might have to resort to Plan B. But a lot of that is going to reveal itself by you giving love and care to yourself. The more we love ourselves, the more we invest in our self-care, the stronger, the more aware we're going to be. And it is actually giving you this power of transformation. Right now, you're not in that vibe. You might feel like you're open to new things, to new people, new situations, etc. But it keeps saying you're self-protecting, or you're continuing to rely on people's situations that you already know is either going to go south, or it didn't work out in the first place, or been there, done that type of vibe. It is not shattering. It's not life altering. I don't get that, but it is going to be a little bit of a wake up call. It's going to be a little bit of a wake up call around who and what is really in this with you, who is standing by your side, who's supporting you, and who's being a little bit more selfish and negatively motivated. So kind of heavy, but this is definitely the energy in the collective all across the board. I hope this reading helped, Aquarius. I hope you found messages that resonated for you here. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I love to hear, or just say, hey, share in a little love, a little TLC. I so appreciate all the love, all the support that you bring to the channel. No, I'm sending it back your way.